Hello, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm so sorry for being late.
It's all right, no problem. How is your kid doing?
Yeah, actually, he was crying. So I was handling him. Now he went out with my father and my husband. So,
Okay, all right. How is your work and everything?
yeah, it's like normal, as usual. No
Is
change.
it is it a lot hectic, Jaya? Or is it less
Yes.
hectic?
No, it's too hectic.
Okay, all right. So in our class for today, it's on decisions. Okay? So can you talk to
Yeah.
me a little bit on what you understand by decisions and role of decision playing in our life and all of them?
I think decisions take a major role in our lives because sometimes we do need to take harsh decisions in order to make our lives comfortable or
Okay,
secure, I can say.
okay.
So,
All
yeah.
right. What about when it comes to decisions? Sometimes people end up taking the best decisions, or maybe they end up deciding on their emotions. So, can you talk to me a little on that for at least 2 minutes? Especially when people take decisions based on their emotions, maybe anger, frustration, just like that. Might have happened
Okay.
to you also, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Can you
Okay.
talk about it?
So, yeah. So, as people say that we should not take decisions when we are too angry and too sad,
Mm-hmm.
because in that case there is a high chance of taking wrong decisions, and after a while when we are back to the normal, then we feel that no, the decisions that we have taken are wrong. So
Mm-hmm.
it's better to take decisions. It's better to wait for a while, just let your emotion to settle down, and then you think for a while and then take your decision. So in that case, the decisions will be long lasting and it will give you the desired result that
Okay.
you were hoping for.
Yes. All right. Okay. So, Jaya, what would you say whenever you take a decision, especially a life-changing decision? Maybe it can be a career, it might be all your relationships or anything like that. Moving a country, how much of an effort or all of that should be taken place over there?
So I actually moved from my hometown to Kolkata, as I told you before, I think.
Yes.
So it was a major decision at that time because I was completely dependent on my mother
Yes.
till I finished my school. And my mother couldn't hope, like she couldn't believe that I could go away and could live on my own. I could manage everything on my own. So it was like, daydreaming for her.
Oh.
So she did not want to leave me, but somehow my brother convinced her that no, I am here. I can take care of her whenever she needs me. So just send her out, and she has to do everything on her own, and then will she become a mature person? Because all the time my mother cannot like accompany me everywhere. I have to go alone. So actually, my mother accompanied me everywhere. So it's a true statement. So when I joined my office, she went with me. When I shifted to another, like when I got another posting, like I got transferred from one place to another, she went with me. So she is everywhere. Like she goes everywhere with me. So
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
so I took that decision. So another decision that I took, that was also a major decision, but it was completely influenced by me only. So after completion of my post graduation, I decided to move back to my hometown so that I can prepare for the competitive exams and I can clear them. So many of them at that time, what they were doing, they were giving tuitions or doing some part-time jobs in schools and colleges, like private schools and colleges, and along with that, they were preparing for the exams. But then I realized that I cannot do that. My mentality is not like that. I have to study like the whole day. Like
Oh.
if I'm not studying, I will do something that for relaxation. I can maybe go out to see a move to watch a movie, or maybe
Mhm.
to have fun, to hang out with friends, so that my mind can be relaxed. But other than that, I cannot take two responsibilities at the same time. Like giving competitive exams means you have to practice a lot. It's not enough for you to only know that how to solve this kind of sums or how to solve this kind of reasoning and all. So you have to practice, and then only you can complete it within time, like well within time. So, so that was actually a major decision, another major decision.
Okay, all right. So would you like and when it comes to unusual decisions, okay? Other than that, whether it comes, have you ever feel confused and regretted any decision that you have taken?
I am very confused. I am. I cannot take a decision right away. I have to think a lot. I am an overthinker. I think about. I think more about my future. How this decision is going to affect me in future.
Hmm.
It's not like just having an infatuation and just go into a relationship. It's like whether it will go long. So these kind of things
Yeah, these kind
I
of
take
dilemma you will have, the confusions you would have.
always, yeah,
Okay.
always.
We'll read a quick story. Can you open your learning material and go to the second page?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Can I start?
Yes, yes, please.
In a little town, there was a kind-hearted old man named Mr. Sharma. Every day, he would be seen waving and smiling at everyone who passed by. He was an enthusiastic gardener and shared his produce with the townsfolk. The townspeople loved him, and he loved them in return. However, one day a letter arrived with news that his childhood friend, whom he hadn't seen in years, was gravely ill and needed his help. Mr. Sharma faced a difficult situation with a heavy heart. Sorry, difficult decision with a heavy heart. He knew he had to make a choice. Choice one: Mr. Sharma should bid goodbye to his town to be with his friend. Choice two: Mr. Sharma should continue staying in his town and request his friend to make alternate arrangements. Choice three: is there any other way to solve this problem? What do you recommend?
Okay, all right. So which one do you think would be better?
I think he should go to his friend for a while and stay
Why do
with
you
him
think?
and help him.
Why do you think that?
Because I let's assume that his friend does not have anybody to take care of him, and that is why he thought of his friend, like maybe best friend, so that he could come and help him. Because in this paragraph, it is clearly mentioned that they had not seen each other for years. Like if it's not urgent, then I don't think he would have sent a letter.
Okay, that is also true. So can you go with the third page? There are a few words, dilemma. Can you use that particular, read out the meaning and then use it in your own sentence for me?
Dilemma: a situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more alternatives.
Mhm.
Okay.
Try using it in a sentence.
So in 2017, I got two jobs, and I faced a dilemma which one to join.
Okay, all right. I think you couldn't hear my audio. I faced a dilemma between the two jobs I was selected in. Don't say I got two jobs. I was selected in two jobs and I was facing a dilemma over there. Understood?
So we always face dilemma, right?
Yes, you face confusion, right? Or you can say I'm in a dilemma. Or you can say I'm in a
I'm
dilemma also. Both of them. Okay?
okay.
Conundrum, the next word. Can you use that in a sentence?
Conundrum,
Yeah.
confusion, the conundrum of choosing between two. Confusion,
Hmm.
choosing between two equally alternative job options. Hmm. The confusion of choosing the place to go on a vacation
Mm-hmm. Is my
is really
greatest
bothering me.
conundrum. No, is really bothering me or is the greatest conundrum right now. Understood? It means it's one of your biggest confusions right now. Okay.
Okay.
Read out the sentence that is given over there.
Yeah. The conundrum of choosing between two equally attractive job offers left me perplexed for weeks. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Now the next word. Can you read out?
Consequence. Consequence means as a result of.
Is it consequence or consequence?
Consequence.
Yes. Read out the meaning for me and the sentence.
The result or effect of a decision. Sentence. The consequence of his reckless driving was a heavy fine.
Okay. Now can you use it? Say it once again. Read it once
Sorry?
more. Read it once more for me.
The consequence of his
Yeah.
reckless driving was a heavy fine.
Okay. Now can you use it in another sentence for me?
Hmm. He worked really hard as a consequence, no, as a result
Try
of
again.
something. Like, mm, no, nothing is coming in my mind.
The greatest consequence if we don't put efforts in the work that we are doing is that we might be affected or we might get laid back. Okay, laid off.
We
We
might
would
get
get laid off. Understood, Jaya?
led off.
Yes. Can you just read out those three words once? I believe three of them are quite new, isn't it?
No, consequence I knew,
Okay.
dilemma I heard, but
Dilemma.
dilemma,
Hmm.
conundrum I heard it for the first time.
Conundrum.
Conundrum,
Make sure that you
conundrum.
use it. Okay. So, Jaya, do you have a habit of listening to news channels or anything like that? Do you like practice it on a daily basis? I know you might not have a lot of time, but at least the time that you're able to find, do you tend to do that?
Yeah, I sometimes watch the videos of gravitas on
Okay.
YouTube.
All right. So that you
Yeah.
do, isn't it?
Mhm.
And how do you feel their languages and everything?
So earlier I used to feel that it's tough, but now that I'm at a stage that I find it really not easy, but normal. Like
Okay.
I can use those sentences if I repeatedly watch other video.
Okay. Okay. All right. So make sure that always level up. Okay, that's one thing I would say. Some students, they'll start with NDTV and they never change the news channel. That's not how it goes. So if you start with NDTV, then you must go BBC or CNN or anything like that and be effective like that. So in that way, it will be more understanding for you also. Okay.
Yes,
Yes, and these words that you went with, just these three words, make sure that you pay attention to it, and then they'll help you in your daily conversations. And all the words that you've been going with also, with your language and anything that should be used in your daily life. Because dilemma and consequence, you can use conundrum, that can't be used every time. Maybe if you're talking to a professional speaker, maybe you could. Okay?
yes,
Focus on your
yes,
language more, level up, go with CNN, BBC, try challenging news. Okay?
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, that's all from my end for today. You also have a lovely weekend ahead. Okay?
Same to you, ma'am.
Take care. Bye bye.